So our sponsors include Tintec, Sequence, Apidays, Wazo, Enter, Telesign, and VoIP Innovations. Do we have any of the Wazo guys here at the moment? I don't. Oh, there you go. Sorry. So Sylvain, I think he's not going to make it in time for his session. So what we're going to do is, it's so packed, the agenda, I'm going to have to, I've tried, but we're going to have to insert him into day 2 at 8:30. So we're going to be starting 8:30 tomorrow, okay, just so you know. And we'll be kicking off with Sylvain's keynote. Then we also have some partners. Yes, I know Locatrix got sold and doesn't exist anymore, but you know, it's either that or put Mark White's face on there. So I chose to go with his old company logo in the interim. And just to mention, this is our 6th year. We kicked off back in 2013 with in Bangkok, and then we've been Istanbul, and then we've been Lisbon for 3 years now in a variety of locations, and we have to thank Altis Labs for providing this location. So there was a last minute change, and I apologize for that last minute change. I'm sure there are a couple of people that are up at Altis HQ at the moment, finally looking at the website and realizing, oh, it's down at Enter. Unfortunately, it's not a 10-minute trip down to here, but hopefully it'll be, we'll see them a little bit later. Then just quickly, these are all that had sponsors over the years, and as you can see, a lot of them have been either raising cash or involved in a whole range of transactions. This is a very busy area. And the sort of collective noun that I use for it is programmable telecoms, where we're talking about CPaaS, UCaaS, CCaaS, all the open source projects and all the enterprise solutions that we see out there. And then our agenda, we're going to kick off with the sponsors' keynotes. CPaaS Evolution will be after the coffee break. Coffee break's going to be here. And then for lunch, we're going to head on upstairs. So Mark and Ilaria are going to act as guides, because this is a building that has a lot of startups here. So we need to make sure that we don't walk through all their offices. So there's a staircase we're going to use that gets us in to where we're going to have lunch. And as you can see, there's lots of food that's available for both the snack. And you're welcome, as we're presenting through this morning, to just pop over there, grab a coffee or grab a snack. So this isn't something that's just restricted to the coffee breaks. We'll then look at programmable telecoms in the enterprise, and you're going to hear from the practitioners that are deploying this in a whole range of enterprises around the world. Some very interesting insights you're going to see from people who are deploying this for real. Oops, sorry, jumped over one. Doesn't seem to want to go back. Oh, there you go. Then we're going to look at programmable telecoms and customer interactions. That's going to be a mix of in-person, so we have Paul here, but then Shai, Thomas are going to be remote, because it's difficult to get Americans to travel over here. I apologize. But that's one of the reasons why you'll hear later we're trying to solve that. We have got an innovation showcase. We have Philippe, backed by popular request, to give an update on his workshop around design thinking and effectuation. If you follow Philippe on LinkedIn, on Twitter, you'll see all the amazing projects that he's been kicking off over the past year. Then on day 2, as I mentioned, we'll kick off at 8:30 with Sylvain from Wazo with his keynote, and then we'll have a Web3 session, blockchain session, then we'll break into programmable telecoms in telcos, and then we're going to wrap everything up with a State of the Union session. So in that one, it's going to be more working. I'm going to give a quick overview of where the market is, some numbers, sort of quantify what's happening in programmable telecoms, and then we're going to roll up our sleeves and do some work, some thinking, and some discussion. And then Mark White's going to be leading that session. So that's what we're going to be doing. And then let me just be quick. We live stream. That doubles the audience that we have here physically. Everything's recorded for later viewing. So we have pretty big numbers. I show here the TAD Summit YouTube channel, and you can see the growth year on year. And then for some reason, Matthew seems to be incredibly popular. Sorry, James. We have Ben here from, is Ben past? There you go. Hey, Ben, from Matrix. I don't know why your badge didn't get printed out. I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. But you can see just the numbers here. I think it's most probably the long flowing hair and received pronunciation make it an attractive video. So that's it. Let me just quickly highlight why TAD Summit is different. It's practitioners, okay? You're going to be hearing from a lot of people that put the money, so that earn the money on the table through the work that they do in this space. This is a event by innovators for innovators. So all the sponsors, individuals you're going to see presenting are here because we're working together on different projects. It's open, frank, no bullshit. It's as simple as that. It's both a mix of technology and business. Okay, so this isn't a business conference, this isn't a technology. It unabashedly covers both. So you're going to be seeing some business-focused demonstrations. You're going to be seeing some technology-focused demonstrations, because actually understanding the both of them, those areas at the same time, is the key for a lot of business people to be successful. 60 years of continuous thought leadership from the market makers. Back in 2013, CPaaS wasn't even an acronym that was used. We had Tropo, a number of API providers sharing what they were planning. We had the Telestacks guys sharing their graphical user interfaces, their ideas around creating app stores for API-enabled services. And very much today, we've seen that reality become an everyday event. We do try to be independent in thinking, so sometimes we're contrarian. We highlight future trends before they're trendy. With Web3, we were talking about that 3 years ago. We had David Diaz from Protocol Labs presenting. There we were looking more at the overlap with WebRTC. We've seen that grow increasingly. Or when they've become passé. I remember sending congratulations to Howard Avnier from Faxio when they got bought by Voyant. I had several people on Skype, not Skype, sorry, on Twitter, saying, Alan, it's fax. Isn't that dead? But guess what? In medical, in law, South America, where you've got a facility where having somebody that can read is about as far as the training goes, a $20 fax machine is incredibly powerful. And then we try to mix it up with a good dose of demos. And you're going to see some of those demos through the next 2 days. So that's it. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us. There you go. We just need to get the signal level right. So what I'd like to do is we're going to get Stacy set up now. So Stacy, if you can come on down, we'll get you set up, and then we'll kick off with Stacy's keynote. And again, thank you so much for joining us for the next 2 days.